Their pitching is not good. It is not holding up right now. Carlos Rodon sucks. Garrett Cole, he had a rough game one start. I expect him to bounce back. But outside of him, I mean, Marcus Stroman, they had to leave him off the playoff roster. That's how bad he's been pitching. You got Clark Schmidt tomorrow. He was hurt all year. Hopefully, you keep your fingers crossed and you get a good game out of him tomorrow. But then again, you're facing Seth Lugo. And Seth Lugo is one of the best pitchers in the American League all year. So, what do the Yankees do if Aaron Judge doesn't hit? I mean, Juan Soto hit last game. He hit last game. He hit the game before. But Aaron Judge still has yet to hit. I mean, since 2019 in the playoffs, Aaron Judge is hitting 180 with 6 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a 618 OPS. That is bad. That is not Aaron Judge. That is not Aaron Judge. So the series is tied. Tomorrow we got Clark Schmidt, Seth Lugo. But Aaron Judge really needs to figure it out because it's alarming. It is alarming. When the guy, you look at yesterday's game, they lose 4-2, and you get an Aaron Judge big shot. He only goes 1 for 3 yesterday, struck out again. He's batting 143 this postseason through the first 2 games. And then in the first game, he was terrible. Outright terrible. Struck out 3 times. So he's struck out 4 times already in just 7 at-bats. And we already know his strikeout rate in the regular season. It was terrible. So he is a guy who strikes out a lot. And when you strike out a lot and you hit over 50 home runs and you hit over 320, it's easy to forget about the strikeouts. But when you're striking out a lot and you're not hitting home runs, you're not getting on base consistently, and you quite frankly can't hit in clutch spots, and you just quite frankly suck, then it's hard to ignore the strikeouts. So if the Yankees want to win tomorrow, they're going to need Aaron Judge. You're not going to need Clark Schmidt. Not going to need Anthony Volpe. You're not going to need Jazz. I mean, everybody can do well, obviously, and Aaron Judge can suck again, like in game 1. But, I mean, if Aaron Judge just gets going, that's the key. That's the key. You want to make the World Series. Yankees they were World Series favorites heading into the postseason, according to FanDuel. And that's for a reason. That's because they have Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. And everybody thought it's about time that Aaron Judge will get going in the playoffs. I mean, he has Juan Soto now. He's matured. He's got the contract. He's the captain. He's going to do it. Nope. And since 2019, he's been awful. Outright awful in the postseason. And facing Seth Lugo tomorrow, it's going to be tough because Seth Lugo, you look at his numbers on the year, like I said before, he was one of the best pitchers in the entire American League all year long. Arguably a Cy Young candidate. But Lugo getting the nod tomorrow for the Royals. He was 16-9 this year, 3.01 ERA, career high 206.2 innings, career high in wins, best ERA of his career high in strikeouts, 181, career high in games started, 33. So he's a guy who's on a career year. And he's probably pumped to get into the postseason. Last time he pitched against the Yankees, he threw 7 shutout innings, struck out 10 batters. So Aaron Judge, that game, went 0 for 4, struck out twice. Juan Soto, that game, went 0 for 4, struck out twice. Austin Wells struck out. Jazz struck out twice. Anthony Rizzo struck out twice. He's hurt, but he's still. Volpe struck out twice. He struck out everybody in the lineup the last time he faced him. So Seth Lugo might just dominate tomorrow. So you got to keep your fingers crossed that Clark Schmidt can dominate. And then hopefully Aaron Judge, if he gets up in a big spot, which he probably will, is he going to be what he has been since 2019, which is just a dud? A dud in the lineup? A guy who strikes out a lot and hits the bar very far every now and then? Or is he going to be what he has been? Is he going to be the MVP version? Unfortunately, you don't win the MVP in the playoffs. You can win like the NLDS, NLCS, and the World Series, or vice versa, AL. But AL MVPs are won in the regular season. So are we going to get regular season MVP version of Aaron Judge in the postseason? Because it needs to start tomorrow. Because if the Yankees go down 1-2, which definitely could happen. I mean, like I said before, Seth Lugo dominated the Yankees. 10 strikeouts. Judge goes 0 for 4 with 2. Same with Juan Soto. Lugo is having a career year, 16-9, over 180 strikeouts. It's going to be tough. And they need Aaron Judge. Because if they get Aaron Judge, not only will they cruise by against the Kansas City Royals in the divisional round, but they could very easily get to the World Series. And then from there, possibly, obviously, win it. So definitely keep an eye on the Yankees tomorrow. They got the prime time matchup against the Royals, and it's going to be a great game. Mets fans, I know, are going to be all over it because Seth Lugo, former Mets pitcher, and it's definitely a storyline too because Seth Lugo is a guy. I mean, the only team that offered him a contract to be a starter was the Kansas City Royals. Everybody else thought he was a bullpen guy because he had a great role with the Mets in the bullpen. But in 2016, I remember Seth Lugo was arguably our ace. I mean, Noah Syndergaard was, but I mean, he was a great number 2. So it was a big reason why we got to the playoffs that year. But got to keep an eye on that game tomorrow for sure. It's going to be a big one because if the Yankees lose, I think they lose the series because whoever goes up 2-1 ends up winning. That's usually what ends up happening. But then again, if Aaron Judge starts to go, Yankees will cruise by. But you need Aaron Judge. You can't have what he's been doing. You can't have the stats like this since 2019 in the playoffs, a 180 batting average, a 618 OPS. Like, that is outright terrible. It doesn't even sound like Aaron Judge. If you just told me that was anybody and you didn't give me a name, I would say, maybe Daniel Vogelback. But you tell me it's Aaron Judge, I'll spit out my drink at you. That's how much shock I'm in. But